Pontiac, Michigan. We're next door to Motown, home of major automotive factories and research facilities, and home of the Silverdome. Instead of the usual lion's roar inside the Silverdome, we're going to hear the roar of monster trucks. Hello again, everybody. I'm Ken Broo, and get ready for lots of motorsports action here on the U.S. Hot Rod Association's Monster Truck Challenge. We've got 10 monster trucks battling it out on the floor of the Silverdome. Now, since we have 10 trucks, the format for racing is just a little bit different. The 5 winners from the first round will be paired with the 3 fastest losers. It's going to give us 8 racers in round 2. The 5 winners and the fast losers will be determined by the following contest. The top-seeded truck, based on qualifying, is Bigfoot. Now, he'll have to beat Hammer Time to get to round 2. Then it's Goliath versus Bad Medicine. UFO sees King Crunch in the other lane in round 1. Liquidator tangles with the Auto Value Racer. Snakebite and Clydesdale will wrap up round 1 for us. So it's race time at the Silverdome, which means it's time to bring on the voice of Monster Truck Challenge, Joe Lowe.
Ken, over 50,000 fans have gathered to see the monsters run in the Pontiac Silverdome. The haze you see, the result of a pyrotechnics show that fans were treated to before racing. And here comes Bigfoot, Andy Brass, out of West Alton, Missouri. A newlywed, Andy Brass is no stranger to Monster Truck Challenge. And he's going up against Hammer Time. Dan Johnson out of Howell, Michigan, a hometown boy. Hammer Time, Bigfoot, side by side on a turning course in the Pontiac Silverdome. They're lined up, ready to go, looking for the green light. They get it. Bigfoot lifts the front tires off the ground. Looks as though he may have blown a shock in the rear, but what a great job of driving. Bigfoot and Andy Brass powered to a win. And Hammer Time left in the distance. Andy Brass and Bigfoot, you can see the smoke right there. It looks as though one of the rear shocks may have blown. As he turns around, this is a turning course, and he must use that rear steer, and Andy Brass knows how to do it. Up, powers up over the cars. A great run for Andy Brass and Bigfoot.
Just kind of feeling out the track a little bit. Ford Bigfoot was running pretty good for us, you know. The track's real sticky out here. We're running our Firestone tires this weekend, and they're working out real well for us. Pulled us a good hole shot and just run down the track and made a smooth run, and that's what counted.
As he moves on, next matchup between Don Van Loo and Bad Medicine out of Jefferson City, Missouri, the big Dodge. He's going up against Alan Tura and Goliath. Goliath out of Warren, Ohio. These guys have met before, and we're about to see them here in Pontiac. Off the line, it looks as though Bad Medicine may have a lead the important turn. Goliath has a little problem. Don Van Loo pilots Bad Medicine around over the cars. Not a pretty win, but he was legal. Don Van Loo and Bad Medicine with a win. So Bad Medicine moves on to round number 2. It was right here at the turn. They were even until this time. Goliath has to swing out and go wide. Don Van Loo keeps it tight. He picks up about 2 truck lengths lead. Straightens things out. Over the cars, he bobbles a bit. But over the finish line first. Don Van Loo certainly can run this big Dodge around the track. He straightens out, up and over, and right in here he lands a little hard off to the side. Hey, the crowd loves this racing.
Is this amazing? All this talent under one roof, and we're not even done with round 1 yet. The U.S. Hot Rod Association's Monster Truck Challenge continues from Pontiac in just a moment. Welcome back to Monster Truck Challenge here on ESPN, and you know that's the home of the best motorsports on television. We're in the middle of the first round at the Silverdome in Pontiac, Michigan. Bigfoot and Bad Medicine have already won first-round races, And it's time now to find out who will be joining them in round 2. Now, when the action resumes, you're going to see UFO against King Crunch. And then Liquidator squares off against the Auto Value Racer. And finally, Snakebite goes side by side with Clydesdale. Here's our thoroughbred, Joe Lowe.
Hey, 50,000 plus fans here in the Pontiac Silverdome. They're ripping and roaring and having a good time. And on the track, 2 monster trucks, a big Ford and a big Chevy. UFO out of Pennsauken, New Jersey, piloted by Bob Fisher. He's going up against the one and only King Crunch, Rob Grossman, out of Spring, Texas. So a Ford Chevy shootout right here in the Pontiac Silverdome. They're lined up, set to go. Off the line, side by side. Now comes the turn. Grossman has some problems. UFO, a great job of turning. And Bob Fisher pilots the big yellow Ford to a victory. Bob Fisher and UFO defeating King Crunch. It happened right here. Rob Grossman, it lifted the entire front end of King Crunch up. He had to back out of it to straighten out for that turn. Meanwhile, UFO is out of there and down the track. Handling problems for King Crunch. And Grossman is defeated by UFO.
It was a little different. We're normally used to straight courses, but these turning courses are a little different.
How about the track here in the Silverdome?
It's a nice track here. It's going to get a little bit worse by the time night comes on. The track's going to start to probably lean off a little bit to one side.
How about the ramps? Are they satisfactory? Any problem with the ramps on the cars?
Now, the ramps feel real nice, but we'll see how the track goes as the night goes on. It'll change a little bit.
Your winner, Bob Fisher of UFO. And look here, another Ford Chevy shootout. The yellow truck, the Liquidator. This is Mike Wales out of Pennsauken, New Jersey. That's our second truck in a row out of Pennsauken, New Jersey. They must like Fords there in New Jersey because that is our second one. And the Auto Value Racer, Scott Stevens, our second driver today out of Spring, Texas. So the Pennsauken, New Jersey boys are taking on the Spring, Texas boys. The guys from Jersey won the first one. Let's see if the Texans get some revenge. Off the line, side by side, the Auto Value Racer. Look at this, a perfect turn for him. And Liquidator has troubles in the turn and then can't keep it on the track. He's all over the place. The win goes to the Auto Value Racer as Liquidator limps across the finish line. I got to figure out what happened. Let's see that again. Down the straight stretch they go. Liquidator's looking good here. Then the turn. It looks to me like he doesn't have use of that rear steer. Here's Mike Wales.
We just installed automatic rear steering, and when I came around the turn, I went for the button. I couldn't find it. And I just kept going for the button, and it got off the cars, and I had to get it up straight on manual.
Tough brake steering problems for Liquidator, the Auto Value Racer. Scott Stevens is not happy.
Neither one of the Auto Value trucks are performing really well. You know, we got through that round. Hopefully we can make some modifications. It seems like the transmission or something's going away in the Auto Value Special, but, you know, we're just going to run the best we can.
While they're talking, 2 more of the big monsters come to the starting line. They are the Snakebite. Our first look at Snakebite today. This is piloted by Colt Cobra out of Cobra Creek, Colorado. Mean-looking guy. And going against him, Bennett Clark and the Clydesdale. The Clydesdale out of Ackworth, Georgia. Bennett, a former rodeo rider. So it's Clydesdale and Snakebite here in the Pontiac Silverdome. Side by side, a Ford and a Chevy. Off the start, Snakebite takes a big lead. Look at Clydesdale on that rear steer. Snakebite turns on the power, goes sideways and every which way, but he crossed the finish line first. Go win the Colt Cobra and Snakebite. On the turn, the Clydesdale had it, but Colt Cobra turns on the horsepower right here and defeats the Clydesdale. Let's see Clydesdale coming out of that turn. He's out of shape. He's going every which way. He's in trouble. That cost him the race. Here's Colt Cobra.
Well, the cars, when they paint the cars up inside these buildings, they get real slick. And your tires are turning such a tremendous wheel speed on there that they spin on the top of the cars and throws you every which way.
The fans getting their money's worth with 10 USHRA Monsters in Pontiac.
I got to catch my breath, and I know Joe's got to do the same thing. What a first round at the Silverdome. But there's more coming up. Round 2 is just around the corner on Monster Truck Challenge. After these important words from some very important people, our sponsors.